Karen, I'm the Disability Officer in NCI. I would get students registered with the service, so a student will come in, they'll have what's called an educational needs assessment with me, which sounds very formal, but it's actually a chat, and we will go through, they'll provide me with whatever evidence of their condition, and we'll go through what supports they might have had in the past, and what they'll need while they're here, and then I'll coordinate any supports they need. I'll link them with Catherine for learning support or Anne for assistive technology, or if they need transport, I'll coordinate all that for them. And we also provide, we're quite big on pastoral support in our office, so if students need to come in for a chat or if they're struggling with anything, I'd be there to provide that as well.
So I'm the learning support tutor for specifically for students registered with the Learning Disability Support Service. So I provide one-to-one support for those students, can be on a variety of topics, usually assignments, academic writing, time management, stress management, and I also provide a proofing service just when they're handing in their assignments, that I can kind of give them some feedback on structure and spelling, grammar, things like that. Like Karen said, pastoral support is a huge part of our role as well, and just making sure that the students are feeling supported and getting all the help that they need.
The Better Options event we're holding here on the 24th of November from 10 till 1, and it's aimed at students who are in 5th and 6th year of school and are hoping to go to college, and it's to let them know about the disability supports that are available for them in lots of colleges around the country. They'll all be in attendance.
We'll have about 27 exhibitors, including all the main colleges and universities from around Ireland, and we'll have external bodies also there, such as DARE, Urability.
It's been running for a good few years now, and it's run by AHEAD, and they run it in conjunction with other universities and colleges. This is the second year it's been held at NCI, because it was so successful last year. AHEAD are the organisation that work with students with disabilities who are in college and are recent graduates, so they help students get work and they help ensure students that they're getting the right supports in college.
I suppose as soon as they come in, they'll be greeted by a whole array of different stands from the different colleges and universities, and they'll get to meet, it's usually the disability officer that will be there, get to talk about each individual college and see the range of supports in each of them. There'll also be talks by...
Yeah, we've a student come in with student experience. We have James Northridge, he's the owner of Urability. He's a recent graduate who got funding from Dragon's Den to set up his own company. He's a student with dyslexia, so he's kind of our success story, so he'll be presenting. There's also a talk about how to get the most from your disability service. We're also this year, it was started here last year, and they're going again, we're having an AT stand, so the students can interact with the AT that they can expect to be using when they go to college. There's a range of assistive technologies. There's audio note taker, there's live scribe pens, there's speech to text and text to speech, so that all of them be available for students to have a trial when they're here on the day.
I suppose it's good for students for their confidence as well, like in terms of going to college when you're making the transition from secondary to third level and you have maybe a disability or a learning difficulty. It can be quite a daunting experience, so it's nice to be able to go speak to the different colleges and see the supports that are going to be there for you, and maybe just to have even a familiar face then when you do meet the disability officer, and it's nice for a one-stop shop for all the information that they're going to need, and it might help them pick the colleges that they want to go to based on the supports available, and then also the likes of AT and becoming familiar with the things that are available in third level that they may not recognise in second level. Okay, so the Disability Service in NCI has a wide range of supports for students, including an individualised learning support programme. We have an AT officer who can supply note-taking and different assistive technologies to students. Okay. We also provide supports for people with disabilities, such as personal assistants, transport, ISL interpreters.
I think there's a huge amount of benefits for students with disabilities in NCI. The fact that we're so small, like Catherine will run workshops, but they're small and students can get to know each other, and they also know we've an open door policy. We have the benefit of being a small college, so we've the benefit of being able to have an open door policy. Students can drop into us anytime, they don't have to wait for an appointment, and that can mean a lot to a student, especially if the student has a mental health condition or something like that they have somewhere that they can go for that support straight away.
Absolutely. I think as well it allows us to kind of have a relationship with the student where we know them a little bit better. And you know, it's not just that you have an appointment 1 week and you might be able to see them again for another 3 months or whatever. You know, we can see them regularly. We're able to build up that rapport, and I think that feeling of security and that relationship is really important for the students that are coming here and are feeling a little bit lost.
I think as well the fact that they can link with the lecturers quite easily as well. Again, well, it's a little bit smaller, the classes are small, which tends to suit students with disabilities, and the lectures are very accessible and the supports are so accessible. I think it's really important for students with disabilities.
And even the campus being actually the way it is, like it's, you know, it's a small enough campus, it's easy enough to get around, and they become familiar. So again, it's all helping them feel confident and secure in their environment.